Got to get the legs warmed up, you know what I'm saying? But what up, YouTube? We're back. It's your boy Larry back on camera. Hope y'all doing good. I mean, hopefully you're inside where it's warm. If you're not, I hope you got a jacket on, got a blanket, a hat, gloves, something, right? If you're new to the channel, obviously it's your boy Larry. If you're returning, hopefully you like the vibes. If you're new, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. It's like somewhere below there, but it's not a big deal, right? Because I want to make sure that this is just like natural, like an organic thing. Like, man, jumping actually like takes the wind out of me. Like I literally only ran like 10 meters. I didn't even run that far, but wildin', bro. And I be getting my steps in on the treadmill too, dog. I be walking. Bro. Doing my little pull-ups too. But yeah, all right, cool. Y'all gonna be like, God damn, relax, chill, buddy. But yeah, normally I start my videos off with a couple questions like hypotheticals and stuff like that, just to get the brain going, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and do that. That was wild. I need to relax because that was, man, dog. So what's wrong with you, bruh? So this one's, I'm gonna reframe it a little bit. Things that I would like to see to be done in an igloo would be pretty dope. Would honestly be like a ball or like a huge, some sort of like huge ball slash DJ set mix. I feel like that'd be wild to experience. I don't know if any of you guys have heard about something like that in your lifetime or have heard from friends or families or people just like having crazy dance sessions slash like vibes happening in an igloo. I think there should be like vacation spots available to actually like stay in an igloo. I don't know if that's possible. Maybe you could do the research for me. I'm probably gonna search it up after this video. But yeah, mind you, this is what, like vlog or month 7 for me too in the apartment. So I'm definitely feeling like different, you know, like I'm definitely feeling some type of way, not to even stray away from the igloo thing, but it's just wild how time just keeps moving forward, you know? They say time is a construct, you know, or time is just a concept, man-made thing, but it's not catching up yet. It's not catching up to me yet, hopefully. And hopefully time hasn't caught up to y'all either. You know, stay young, stay free, stay curious. That's why we're here. We're here to explore and just live a great life. So that brings me to say I would love to freaking go to a ball in an igloo. So that's one thing I think that would be pretty cool, or I'd like to do in an igloo. The other thing, honestly, if I'm being like transparent, you know, would be to just like lose my mind, you know what I'm saying, in a hot shower. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Do what you will with your imagination, bruh. Like, I think that'd be insane. The third thing, I'm gonna let me know what you think would be cool to be done in an igloo. Obviously, we can go in a lot of different directions here. Obviously, I didn't say those extreme things, but feel free to let me know in the comments because I want to see if we're on the same page. Yeah. All right, cool. And then this is kind of not like a hypothetical, right? But basically, 3 things. It says here what your mom was right about. 3 things that really surprised me was my top 3 artists of the year. Come on now, let's get off these cards. Let's talk about that because my number 1 was freaking Drake. Number 2 was Future. Number 3 was Drake, Future. Number 3, I can't remember my third, but I had Post Malone on there. I also had a pretty strong lineup. I can't remember. Drake, Future. I know Post Malone was my number 5. I know Playboi Carti was on there. I don't know if he was my 3rd or my 4th. And then Party Next Door. It was Party Next Door as my 3rd. There we go. I couldn't remember for a second. I had Drake, Future, Party Next Door, Playboi Carti, and Post Malone. So those are my top 5 stream artists. Everything under that, I feel like says a lot more about you as a music listener compared to like your top 5. This may be, a hot take, right? It may be a hot take, but hear me out, right? Because my first top 5 artists I feel like are artists that are well known, you know what I'm saying? They're streamed pretty frequently and things of that nature. So, I mean, they're really hard to not listen to, if I'm being honest. And I've also noticed that a lot of my top 5 artists were rappers. Obviously, Post Malone transitioned into a different genre. Shout out to him. I do mess with the new album, so I mean, I can't complain. I have no complaints, like, you know what I'm saying? But anything underneath your top 5 and below, I feel like says a lot more to you as a listener, because it's just, it's like, what are you seeking? It's like you're almost subconscious. Top 5, you're looking for those artists. Underneath the top 5, it's like, what are you subconsciously, listening to? So I'll be curious to hear, obviously your top 5, but like, what's underneath your top 5? Because I had some pretty interesting artists, and one artist I have been liking recently is 730 at Morning. I think his music is tough. I could talk about music all day. We could definitely bond over that if you mess with that. I'm not a freaking, music journalist or anything like that. Definitely just a fan. Just a fan of the sport, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna dive into the beef that happened earlier this year, because that can go a lot of different ways too, if I'm being honest. It's just interesting to see stuff like that play out, because you never know what's going on beneath the surface of a lot of these things that's happening today, right? But that's not why we're here, because I wanted to show you guys my $1 million home. Oh, Jesus Christ, I almost dropped it. But yeah, so in my last video, I know I said, what do you normally put on a gingerbread house? Well, I made this quick little house to give you a little demonstration, like a physical demonstration of what I put on a gingerbread house. I know I said I put Oreos, I put a freaking Hershey bar on there with the nuts in it, dark chocolate, you dig? Pause, but you dig? And then I got some sprinkles on it, crushed up Oreos. So hopefully I'm not moving it too fast, but I do plan on eating this. That's why I made it. So yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I was kind of eating it while I was building it, not gonna cap. That's why the roof is a little messed up. But yeah. Oh snap. But yeah, bro. So honestly, making that, when I was going through that motion, I was like, dang, will I ever buy a house in my lifetime? You know what I'm saying? Will I have a backyard in my house? Will I have a garage of my own? Will I ever have two dogs or a cat, maybe? Will I ever have a house that has like 4 bathrooms in it? Man, I'm so sorry. I just like strayed away for a second. That got real crazy. That got real deep. I ain't worried about that right now. Come on, y'all. I am not stressing about that. I'm grateful to be here, but I know I definitely got a couple of y'all. Y'all are probably watching like, oh my God, like, is he good? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just happy to be back on camera with y'all, but I wanted to show y'all my $1 million home because, yeah, for real, like, it didn't take too long, you know? Got a Hershey store, got some marshmallows for the freaking bushes and things of that nature. But it did bring back, some memories. And that's kind of why I'm here today. Um, just building things and just enjoying yourself during this season is very important, right? That brought me a lot of joy. I'm not gonna lie. And sometimes I feel like we stray away from doing the things we like to do. You know what I'm saying? Was that a little fun project? Yes, it was. But I encourage you guys to do the same if you haven't made a gingerbread house in a minute or this season. Definitely do that. Definitely do that. Definitely do that. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm patiently waiting for a skin to drop. That's why I'm on here. So I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I'm not gonna talk about the gossip, the beef, what's going on the internet. That's not why I'm here, dog. I'm here to hang out with y'all, let y'all know what I've been going through, what's happening. Like, it's literally like my 7th month out here in this apartment, which may explain why maybe my vibe is a little different right now, because I'm in my 7th month and we're towards the end of the year, dog. Did I think I'd make it this far? Absolutely. Something new that's been happening, not that much. It's getting to the point to where it's getting a little like mundane. Not boring, but it's routine now. And there's nothing with having routine. Nothing with having routine, y'all. Honestly, that's a good thing. Like if you're in a good routine, a healthy routine, that's all you need. And maybe that's something I know I want to focus on moving on into the next year. And maybe that's something you would want to focus on, moving into the next year. Like for real, like 7 months in here, still got no motion. You know what I'm saying? Put a couple lights on the TV. Got a PS5, you know what I'm saying? Got that, But I can't complain. Again, I'm feeling more confident than ever within myself to be able to get the job done. So, again, it takes time. I'm gonna keep saying that, but 7 months here is wild. I remember when I walked in here the first time and I was like, oh yeah, this is the one. Mind you, I looked at like 2 other places before deciding to rent here. And I actually canceled one too. I had 4 tours set up. But this was literally the first one that I saw. And I was like, yeah, we need it. We need it. So being here and having this experience is great. Like, I keep looking outside too because it's snowing, but I just did my laundry. So the glass is like mad foggy right now, mad foggy. But yeah, 7 months. I have nothing special. I have nothing crazy to say about being in an apartment for 7 months. All I can say is that the little expenses, those surprise expenses, do catch up to you. So my only advice is to make sure you do your math right and budget correctly, because there will be some surprises along the way that you didn't think were gonna happen, but it's going to happen, whether you want it to or not. So I will throw that out there. This is me overgeneralizing because everyone's situation is different, right? I'm not a freaking financial advisor, you know. I'm just a dude making videos. Hopefully, your favorite YouTuber at that. So I'm trying, dog. I'm trying, but man, hopefully y'all like my $1 million home. And yeah, hopefully you like this video, dog. Like 7 months here, nothing crazy to say. Just wanted to check in, you know what I'm saying? Just have fun with y'all for a second. Yeah. Deuces.